The art of passing. It requires an incredible level of precision and creativity, and the best passers in the game can make even the most difficult passes look effortless. For decades, the greatest players of the game have dazzled fans around the world with their incredible passing abilities. From pinpoint assists to flashy no-look dimes, many players have mastered this art. But the question is, who's the greatest passer of all time? Join us as we rank the top 10 passers of all time. Be sure to watch till the end to discover the best passer in NBA history. Number 10. Rajon Rondo. His court vision, creativity, willingness to make the right pass, you name it. Rajon Rondo has it all. He's undoubtedly one of the best passers in the league. Rondo is a master at creating passing lanes and finding open teammates on the court. His ability to make plays on the fly and find the right pass at the right moment has been crucial to his success. Rondo has amassed more than 7,000 assists, placing him in the top 14 all-time assist leaders. He also holds the record for the 5th most assists in a single game, with 25 against the Brooklyn Nets in December 2017. In addition to his single game and single season records, Rondo holds the record for the 7th most assists in a single playoff game, with 21 against the Golden State Warriors in May 2018. Rondo's impressive career numbers and accolades speak for themselves. He's a 4-time NBA All-Star, a 4-time All-Defensive selection, and a 1-time All-NBA third-team member. Along with that, he also has a 2-time NBA champion and a 3-time NBA assist leader. These accomplishments, combined with his impressive passing ability, make a strong case for him being one of the top 10 best passing guards. Number 9. Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is one of the best passers in today's game, and he has proven it time and time again. The Serbian center is a master of using his size and court vision to make pinpoint passes in unexpected situations. His ability to break down a defense and find the open man as a center is unparalleled in the NBA. He's a master of the wraparound pass and can precisely find cutters. The Denver Nuggets star is also a flashy passer, using no-look and behind-the-back passes to surprise defenders. He's also a great ball handler and can create space for himself and his teammates with his dribbling ability. Also, Jokic is excellent in the pick-and-roll game and can easily find cutters and shooters in the corners. He's probably not someone you'd expect to find on a list that guards dominate, but his game doesn't lie. He's the best passing center of all time. Number 8. Jason Williams. Jason Williams, aka White Chocolate, is one of the most underrated passers in the NBA. Throughout his career, he was known for his flashy, unpredictable style of play and his ability to create passing angles and opportunities for his teammates. He dazzled crowds during his rookie season, making his jersey a top 5 seller. J. Will should be recognized for his passing ability, creativity, and the impact he had on the game. He was one of the most creative passers and most exciting players to watch on the court. Jason Williams may never be considered one of the greatest point guards of all time, but he was for sure one of the most willing passers and says that to this day. He was always looking to get teammates involved in any way he could, and when he did, he was a human highlight reel. Number 7. Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson was a legendary NBA player who was best known for being the OG triple-double king. He had great scoring, playmaking, and all-around basketball skills. He was a 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA selection, and a member of both NBA's 50th and 70th anniversary teams. He was also named the NBA MVP in 1964. Along with that, he led the NBA in assists 6 times while averaging 9.5 assists per game during his career. Robertson also holds the career record for 8 most assists, with 9,887 assists. Robertson was adept at setting up his teammates for easy baskets. His court vision, passing ability, and basketball IQ allowed him to create open shots for his teammates. He was great at the fast break, pushing the ball up the court and finding open teammates for easy buckets. His most impressive passing performance of his career was in Game 5 of the 1964 division semifinals against the 76ers, racking up a total of 18 assists. This was the most assists that Robertson had ever achieved in a single playoff game. Given his immense impact on the game, there is no question that Oscar Robertson deserves a spot among the greatest passers of all time. Number 6. Chris Paul. The point guard has been in the league for 18 seasons and has recorded over 11,000 assists, making him 3rd all-time in the category. He was a 12-time All-Star, 3-time assist leader, and 5-time steals leader. CP3 was also a member of the Redeem Team USA basketball team that won a gold medal in the 2008 Olympics. Chris Paul is a true leader in the NBA, and he's been known to turn teams around. He took teams from mediocrity to excellence, and his passing skills are undoubtedly a significant factor in that. Remember what CP3 did with the Clippers? He was an integral part of the Lob City Clippers, where he and Blake Griffin formed one of the most feared pick-and-roll plays in the league. He's been a pillar of success for many teams, so it's no wonder why Chris Paul is considered one of the greatest passers of all time. Number 5. Steve Nash. Steve Nash was a two-time MVP who led the Phoenix Suns to the Western Conference Finals in 2005 and 2006. He was not the fastest or most athletic of guards, but he had supreme court vision, and he knew how to use his body to create space for his passes. His best passing season came during his 2004-05 campaign. That season, Nash averaged a career high of 11.5 assists per game, the highest single-season average of his career. He also averaged 15.5 points and 4.2 rebounds per game, while leading the Phoenix Suns to a 62-20 record and a spot in the Western Conference Finals. Nash's incredible performance that season earned him his first MVP award. The following year, Nash was again MVP, and on January 2, 2006, he had one of the best passing performances of his career when he recorded 22 assists in a game against the New York Knicks. This performance was a career high for Nash. Still, it was not enough to help the Phoenix Suns get the victory. Steve Nash had this thing of losing at moments that he's most expected to win. Nash's career may be remembered more for what he didn't do than for what he did. He was unable to get his teams over the hump and win a championship, despite numerous chances. Nonetheless, Nash's passing abilities and leadership still make him a legendary figure in the NBA and one of the greatest players of all time. Number 4. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was the leader of the New Jersey Nets during the early 2000s, and his passing abilities were a major factor in the team's success. He was a true leader on the court, and his presence allowed the not-so-talented Nets to reach the NBA Finals in 2002 and 2003. His ability to make the right pass at the right time was a huge asset, and he made his teammates better through his playmaking. When Kidd was traded to the Dallas Mavericks in 2008, he was expected to bring the same leadership and passing abilities to the team. He did not disappoint. Kidd was able to help the Mavericks get to the playoffs each year he was there. Kidd was the perfect point guard for Dirk Nowitzki. His passing skills allowed Nowitzki to be the best player he could be, and he was a major reason why the Mavericks won the NBA championship in 2011. Kidd retired in 2013, and by the time he did, he held the NBA record for second most career assists in NBA history with 12,091 assists. Jason Kidd also led the league in assists averages for 5 consecutive seasons from 1998 to 2004. Leading the league for half a decade in that category is more than enough to be considered one of the greatest passers in the history of the NBA. Number 3. LeBron James. Third on our list is King James. He's an 18-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champion, 4-time NBA Finals MVP, 4-time NBA MVP, and 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Throughout his career, LBJ is more recognized as a scorer than as a passer. However, when it comes to passing the ball, the King has it all. A no-looker, alley-oop, bounce pass, behind-the-back pass, and even a half-court pass. His court vision and basketball IQ are off the charts, and he can seemingly always find ways to dish an open man. As of 2022, LeBron holds the most career assists by a forward, and he's 6th all-time in the assist list with over 10,000 assists. Let's not forget that LeBron is also 2nd all-time in assists in the playoffs. For 20 years, LeBron has averaged over 7 assists per game, which is remarkable considering he's been playing primarily as a scorer in recent years. The future looks very promising for LeBron. He still has a good chance of moving up the all-time assists, but even if LeBron retires today, there will still be no debate. LeBron James is one of the greatest passers of all time. Number 2. John Stockton. John Stockton was never the flashiest passer, but he was certainly one of the most effective. He may not have always dazzled with his passing, but he was steady and consistent. He was a master at reading defenses and could always find the open man. His passes were simple, quick, and accurate in breaking down opposing defenses. He was also known for his durability, as he played in all 82 games in 16 of his 19 seasons. He was a 10-time All-Star, a 5-time All-Defensive Team member, and an 11-time All-NBA team member. He also holds the NBA record for most career assists and steals. Stockton averaged 10.5 assists, leading the league in assist averages for 9 consecutive years, including a career-high 14.5 per game in the 1989-90 season. Stockton also holds the NBA record for most games with 10+ assists with 863 games. John Stockton's lasting legacy is that he set the standard for point guard play. He was a leader, a facilitator, and a consummate team player. His unselfishness and basketball IQ made him an all-time great and a role model for future generations of point guards. Number 1. Magic Johnson, the leader of the Showtime Lakers. At 6'9", Magic was tall enough to see over the defense and had the strength to pass the ball from any angle. His ability to create scoring opportunities using the no-look pass for his teammates made him a fan favorite and earned him the nickname Magic. He averaged 11.2 assists per game during his career, which is the most in the history of the NBA. Aside from that, Johnson led the league in assists 4 times, and he also managed to average at least 10 assists per game in 9 consecutive seasons. His career total of 10,141 assists is 7th all-time in NBA history. On top of that, Magic was a 6-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA Finals MVP, and 3-time NBA MVP. He was a leader, a winner, and a true basketball wizard. He's no doubt the greatest passer ever to step on the basketball hardwood.